Brought to you by Xander Insurance. Compare rates from top term life insurance companies in seconds at Xander.com.
So I've got a quick question on if I'm too work obsessed and like obsessed about making money.
Okay. What makes you think you are?
So my girlfriend recently, we broke up, we split up, and she moved out just because I was never home. I work about probably 80 to 90 hours a week. We're both teachers to start with, but then 3 years ago, I started a lawn care company that's taken off. And now, like, all my time is obsessed with that. And I just, I spend so much time doing that I just have no time for really anything else.
Are you still teaching and doing lawn care?
Yes, so it works out pretty well. I teach, and then after I teach, I go and I mow like between 8 to 10 lawns a day during mowing season.
How much are you making on the lawn care business?
So lawn care last year, I did about $125K in revenue and about 90 in profit.
What'd you pay yourself?
90 profit.
90 profit. I'm the only employee.
Okay, I got you. So, and then how much are you making as a teacher?
So I'm making about 50 with summer school because I'll do summer school as well.
Okay, so you're working 80 hours. Why are you working 80 hours?
Just because it's between teaching and then mowing all the lawns and stuff.
I understand that that's what it takes to do all that. Why are you doing all that?
Yeah.
I only recommend term life insurance because it's simple, affordable coverage. And you should get it only from Xander Insurance because they work for you, not the insurance companies. Xander compares all the top term plans to save you money so you don't get ripped off with insurance that they market like a so-called investment. Term from Xander is the only life insurance I would get from my family. It's all I've ever bought and all I've ever recommended. Go to Xander.com or call 800-356-4282. Why are you doing all that?
Yeah. So my goal is to try and pay off my house as quickly as possible.
Okay, how long is it going to take you doing this?
I got 135 left on the mortgage, and I'm hoping that 2 more mowing seasons, and then that'll be done with.
Okay, and when the house is paid off, what are you going to do with your work schedule?
I'm hoping to hopefully hire some employees and continue it for a few more years because I'm only 26, and then just grow it from there. So that way teaching is just way easier because I just hated having half of my teaching paycheck taken out just for my mortgage. I just hated seeing that. Okay,
so she told you repeatedly that she was not happy with you never being there. This was not a one conversation.
Yes.
So you consciously chose to continue to work knowing that she probably wasn't going to be around. You chose the goal of hard work and paying off the house over the girl.
Yes.
Was she the one?
And then, I'm sorry, what?
Was she the one?
Not if you choose lawn care over her.
Well, not necessarily. Yeah. That's why we're figuring out, is he obsessed or focused? It's a fine line.
And then, just in the thing that, like, I keep, like, now that she's gone and stuff, and I'm just here in my house, like, by myself, and the one thing she said to me as she was leaving was, is it worth it just to be in this house all alone by yourself if it's paid off and everything, and if you're making all this money? And at the time, I thought maybe it was, and now I'm here and everything, and I'm just, going back and forth in my head about it.
Well, back to my question. I mean, is she somebody that you were thinking at the time before she walks out on you that she's the one for you?
You're going to spend your life with her?
I was thinking yes, but also our financial visions kind of aren't aligned.
Now see? This is why I asked the question. I think this is, I don't know that you're obsessed. I think you're focused.
You might be a wee bit intense.
Yes.
For paying off the house. But you do have a set goal.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, honestly, if the relationship meant a lot to you, you would have hired somebody to help you with the lawns, and you'd have been home a little bit more.
That's what I was digging.
And you would have taken 1 more year to pay off the house instead of 2 years. You're going to do it 3 years, and you could have easily adjusted this. And you've already thought of all that, but you're just like, I'm going for it. And if you want to go for the ride, go for the ride. She's like, I'm out.
And Dave, though, but you're the perfect person for him to talk to here. I want to bring this back. He wasn't sure that she's the one because of her values on money.
Right.
And that's legit. For him to have that check in his spirit, yes?
Well, I mean, but he put it to the test, is what he did, and she flunked.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, that's it.
I'm not concerned. I guess I don't have any flags here on this.
Well, the only thing that I've got off is listen, someone that's willing to pay a price to win is always going to win.
I like that person.
Okay, and so I'm aligned with you on all that, and I've done similar things to what you're doing. I did not run off my wife. Of course, this wasn't your wife, but I didn't run off my wife with hard work. On the contrary, my wife was the one who said, "Would you please go get some money?"
Exactly.
Would you get up? We don't really need to sit here and hold hands and watch someone else on television be successful.
Right.
You need to get off your butt and go get some money. We're poor.
Right.
And that's the woman I'm married to. Quite the opposite of the woman that left you. Okay. So, yeah, she's, merciless. But, okay.
Now, the flip side to this is...
We don't teach to pay off your mortgage that you're intense. We teach you're intentional.
That's right.
And that's the only thing that's throwing me a little bit here. But no, you're not obsessed. You have a set goal. You're willing to pay a price to hit that goal, and there is an end to it. You're not working just to be working. You didn't tell me I want to do this for the rest of my life. You said I'm doing it to this point, and then I'm going to dial back, and then I'm going to go on to the other things. And I'm a person that sets and hits goals. No, you're not obsessed, and no,
but
you're
here's
not
the
out
question.
of control.
There is another question I think he has to ask himself, so I'll leave this as your homework. If you slow down the timeline to pay the house off a little bit because you want to give it another shot with her, is that something that you feel like you could willingly do? You got to answer that. We can't answer that for you.
I don't think he wants another shot with her because they're not aligned financially.
Well, he sounds lonely.
Well, that doesn't mean that she's the reason.
I know, but I'm saying he could sit her down.
She might not be the solution to lonely.
I agree, but I'd sit her down one time and go, all right, you don't.
Nah.
Oh, see, I thought I was trying to.
No, she jumped out of the plane, pulled the chute.
That's where I started. I was
bailed.
trying to soften my stance. I'm with you.
She bailed. I'm not chasing her. She bailed.
I agree with that, actually.
Sorry.
I thought I was being too much of a hardliner over here.
What do I know anything about any of this? I've been married for 43 years. I haven't been on a date other than my wife
I'm 27
in 47 years. So I don't know nothing.
We don't know anything about dating.
I'm completely unqualified.
Isn't that true?
In matters of dating and love.
Yeah, we're ancient.
Yeah, that's it. But it's fun. It's fun to participate, whatever. Hey, Kyle, I think you're okay. And I think you just need to make, what I was doing is I'm always going to make clear in my mind what actually occurred. She said, we're not aligned. I don't think the goal is as important as you do.
That's right.
And
no
she
question.
left.
That's
and
right.
she left. And you said, I think this goal is more important than a girl I'm not aligned with. And so I'm going to stay on the goal. Knowing that, because you were warned.
That's right.
And you didn't change.
That's exactly
So you made a conscious choice. And that's an okay thing. Just say that out loud, live with it, and go. Now, is it because you're obsessed? No, it's because you're not aligned. It's because you had a goal that was really important to you, and it wasn't important to her.
And she would have been a keeper if she'd have said something along the lines of, hey, listen, I am totally for this. I see it. I believe in it. I'm all in. But
How can I
you
help?
Spend a little bit more time with me?
Yeah,
can we just carve some intentional time?
Can we figure this out here?
That would have been a keeper.
How can I help? You know, that kind of thing.
That's right.
But instead, it's like, you're choosing lawnmowers over me.
Is it worth it to sit in this house alone?
You sit over there by yourself.
Paid for house.
You sit over there by yourself.
Now we're into voices.
God, you kill me. Now
what are we doing?
This has got.
We're like the two old Muppets.
That's
in
it.
The balcony.
Two old men Muppets. This is awful, Ken.
Laughing at our own jokes.
Bad radio. It's bad humanity.
Good news. Commercials coming up.
Good. Thank God. Something entertaining. If anyone depends on your income, you need affordable term life. Never cash value insurance. Visit Xander.com today for quotes.